Ron here with a Perfectly Imperfect Marriage, and I want to talk to you a little bit today about our emotional bonding step in our newly sober spouse marriage revival grow, restore, strengthen program. Now, here we're really going to be diving into what it looks like to heal emotionally and increase our emotional intimacy with our spouse. Now that we're on the other side of addiction, we've conquered that, which is a huge step, and congratulations. But how do we put these pieces back together? How do we heal our marriage and get our marriage to be on solid ground and have the ability to move forward, heal from the past and move forward? Here we're going to be unpacking things like strengthening emotional bonds. We're going to be looking at how emotional intimacy and physical intimacy are really interwoven, and how this emotional bonding, as we deepen our emotional bonding, it really makes handling conflicts easier. It is going to not only make those conflicts feel like less of a hurdle, but as you conquer those conflicts, it's going to also facilitate more emotional deepening. And, this is what we're chasing. It's this, now that we're on this side of sobriety, healing and strengthening and developing this bond, this union with each other, that we can handle anything that life throws our way. And rest assured, life is going to keep throwing curveballs your way. So you may have met Samantha and I, you may not have. Either way, it doesn't matter. And I don't want to be diving too much into us, but rest assured, we've done the schooling, we've got the certifications, we've been doing this for a little while. But really, this is about, we've walked through this fire. In 2017, we were on the verge of collapse, and we are now both on the other side of sobriety. Our marriage is stronger, healthier, more vibrant, more alive than it's ever been. And that's what we want for you. We understand where you're at, stuck on the rat wheel, nothing seems to be working, and you've got this desire, that change is out there, but you just can't kind of find the path. Well, we want to help you along that path. Look at us as your tour guides on this journey to a healthy and happy marriage. Some of the common struggles that we see in the beginning when dealing with emotional intimacy is this thinking that emotional intimacy is too hard, or that as we try to improve our communication, somehow it's going to damage this emotional intimacy that we're chasing, or that doubting our spouse is really being emotionally intimate with us. Now, these are all falsehoods that we are going to unpack together as we develop really a customized plan for your specific dynamic. This here is our one-page emotional guide cheat sheet. And I'd love to get a copy of this to you. Absolutely no cost. It's our gift to you. Hopefully give you a bit of a head start. Maybe utilize this to start to work together to deepen your emotional intimacy and heal some of those wounds. Now, understand that, first off, this is just a quick overview of what we cover in Step 5, the Emotional Bonding Guide. But this is really just a step in an overall roadmap of how we're leading couples from the treadmill that you're on, where we keep repeating the same mistakes, we keep reliving the same day. It's like Groundhog Day over and over again, to getting to this place where you can get to. You see it in other couples. You know what? Samantha and I did this. I know countless other couples who have done this. Transformation is possible for you. It's really about taking the first step. So take action now. Having all of the information in the world, having all the knowledge is great, but action changes behavior. So without taking action, without taking that first step, nothing's going to change. Below will be a link to the Emotional Bonding Guide. Like I said, free to you guys, our gift to you. Also is a link to our website. There you can learn a little bit more about Samantha and I, about this program, and you can also schedule some time on our calendar. We'd love to talk to you, explain a little bit more about the program, answer any questions, and make sure that we are a good fit if we're really looking to work together. We aren't looking to work with just anybody. You really have to have a strong desire for change. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know where you want to get to. You know, you got to take the first step. We are here for you, but understand a couple things. You know, one, you're not alone in this. So we're here to walk alongside you on this journey, but other couples have succeeded. So this transformation, this success is yours. You just need to take the first step. So let's get started.